Yeah, it's twofold, really. One is help you think, how is an oximeter going to help save my life? Now, I was very careful with that statement. What I'm saying is, how is an oximeter going to help assist in saving my life? So it's not going to necessarily save your life, but it may help. And the basis for that is the following scenario. You catch COVID, at some point, your oxygen levels drop to where your organs are now dying. You go to hospital straight away at the same point where your oxygen levels have dropped off a cliff to something like 95%, 94%, 93% or lower. You then start getting oxygen treatment, such as non-invasive ventilation, which is a mask that forces air into your lungs, or at worst, intubation, which is where you get a tube put down your throat, 2 tubes, an input and an output, one for infusing oxygen into your lungs and the other for taking carbon dioxide away. Now, bear in mind, you've gone into hospital as soon as your oxygen levels have dropped. So at that point, you are not necessarily going to live. You can still be on ventilation and die. Okay, so bear in mind the other scenario. You catch COVID. At a point in time, doesn't happen to everybody, all your oxygen levels drop off a cliff. Now, with COVID, if you do some research on silent hypoxia or happy hypoxia, you do not know your oxygen levels have dropped off a cliff. So you're now on 94% or lower oxygen saturation levels within your blood. So all of a sudden, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, all your muscles, your heart are starting to be deprived of oxygen. So for a while, you feel fine, happy hypoxia. You feel okay, silent hypoxia. You don't feel breathless, you feel okay. Day 2, day 3, day 4, you still feel okay. According to government guidelines, when you're breathless, maybe day 5, there isn't a definite written in stone day, you're breathless, you phone the 111, they ask you to wait there, they send you an ambulance, you now go to the hospital. Those 5 days that have gone by could have been days where you were laying down, reducing your oxygen level uses, and having non-invasive ventilation or intubation. And this could have aided your saturation levels to remain in the high 90s, thereby saving your vital organs. Now, this has not happened. You've gone in 5 days late. You're now in intensive care. There is a greater chance that you will die. It's not certain that you will die, but the doctors will have to do more work ventilating you. You will be in hospital probably for a longer period of time, and you may live, and you will probably get long COVID, which is 6 months of recuperation, not feeling great. So back to the question, how can an oximeter help save your life? Back to the scenario, you catch COVID. for a while you just got the basic flu symptoms, coughing, things of that nature. You get well, your oxygen levels don't drop off a cliff, that's fine. You don't die. Your oxygen levels drop off a cliff, you've been checking them with an oximeter every day. The moment they drop off a cliff, you know that they've dropped off a cliff. So what do? Do you phone 111? Not necessarily. Because if you phone 111, they will say, do you have shortness of breath? You say no, they say stay at home. But you've got low oxygen levels. What's happening inside your body? Your organs are being starved of oxygen. You are doing damage. So what do? Phone 999. Why? Because a paramedic, once you tell him your oxygen levels are consistently below 95, there's more chance that they will send an ambulance, take you to hospital, and start giving you oxygen. This will save your vital organs, and there is a greater possibility that you will not die. Bear in mind what I've said. An oximeter may not save your life, but here's the thing. It can help save your life. So in summary, do you want to go to hospital after 5 days of low oxygen levels? No, you don't. Organ damage. Do you want to go to hospital at all? No. But if you've got low oxygen levels, when do you want to go to hospital? Straight away, so they can start infusing you with oxygen. And how are you going to know that you've got low oxygen levels? By an oximeter.
Family gets married on Saturday.